Hi, this is Lee Garrett and welcome to another weekly tip video. Today I'm going to take a look at macOS a little bit and just run through some tweaks that you can make which may help you day to day whenever you go into context menus. I've found over time that these menus can get really bloated, and whilst there are some elements that can't be removed, there are some modifications that you can make to slim it down just a little and reduce some of the friction that you may have when you're accessing things like services, which are there to save you time, but when it takes ages to find what you need, it doesn't. So let's see what we can do about it. I'm in Finder at the moment, and let me just confirm exactly which menus I'm referring to. So the context menu is the one that you access when you hover over a file, and you either right-click with your mouse or trackpad, or if I press escape here to remove it, you can also get there by pressing the control key and the left click if you find that easier. Now, the reason this is called the context menu is because the options in there are not fixed. They're going to change dependent on lots of factors, such as the application that you're using, the type of file that you're looking at, and more. So very rarely will you find two context menus that are the same. So in Finder, when I'm hovering over this Pages file, for example, I can open the file. I can open it with a certain application. I can move it to the trash. And then all of these options are constant. So no matter whether it's a Pages document, an image one, a video, a music file, whatever it is, they're pretty much going to be the same. However, when we click Share here, we have some share options displayed. Some of these are fixed and some of them are not. And some of them appear because this is a text-based document rather than another type. Now I can make changes to this list by clicking Edit Extensions. And our list of options here is displayed. And already we can see this top one, Contact Suggestions. Well, that wasn't there as an option because it wasn't suited to the file type that I was right-clicking on. It's a Pages file. Add to Reading List was there though, and you'll see that there are no ticks next to AirDrop, to Mail and Messages here, and that's because you cannot deselect these. These ones are fixed. But as I scroll, we have some other apps that I can add here, so shortcuts could be useful. And just to confirm, there is no checkbox here next to Messages as I try and click. Okay, right, I click Done, then close this window here. Now, if I right-click, come down to Share, we can see that we have shortcuts there at the bottom. Now, if you want to exit this menu here without making any selection, you can either click away from it on the desktop or simply press Escape. Right, let's click again and go back into Share, then down to Edit Extensions once more. We've got the same window that we just saw, of course. However, these options here that we have are just recommended options. We do have some more available to us. If I click Done here, I'll just show you exactly where we are. So we're actually in System Settings at the moment. We're in the Privacy and Security section. And if I just back away from here, we are in the Extensions area of Privacy and Security, where as well as sharing, we can configure other extensions for macOS, including Actions, photo editing, there's quick look options here, and more. But that's not for today. Perhaps we can do that in another screencast. Here I want to just click on Sharing. And at first glance, this looks exactly the same. But if I scroll, we've got a lot more options available to us depending on which apps we have installed. And I'm going to click some of these here at the bottom. And if I move up, I think I'll uncheck Shortcuts. And if I'm honest, I never send anything to news or reminders really, so I may as well uncheck these. There's no point in me seeing them every time I go into Share. It will just keep the noise down a little bit. Okay, let's close this. Now I'll bring up the context menu once more. I'll hit Share. And there indeed are our new options. And we've got no news or reminders there as well. Instead, I've got a list of sharing options that I may actually use.
That's just a quick preview of one of this week's Apple-related tutorials from Screencasts Online. Screencasts Online is your premium source of Apple-related video tutorials. All of our members get access to brand new, up-to-date tutorials each week, as well as unlimited access to our entire video archive full of Mac and iOS-related tutorials. You can stream and download all of our videos on your Mac, iPad and iPhone, and even your Apple TV using the members-only Screencasts Online Apple TV app. Membership also includes a complimentary subscription to the digital Screencasts Online monthly magazine, published each month and packed with videos, articles, reviews, as well as hints and tips covering all aspects of the Mac, iPad, iPhone, and all of the other fantastic Apple products. So, if you're ready to start getting the most out of your Apple devices, visit screencastsonline.com today and become a Screencasts Online member.